Okay, The Institute is a brand new series premiering on MGM Plus based on the best-selling 2019 Stephen King novel of the same name. The show follows a teenage boy unknowingly wakes up to a world where teens hold special telekinetic powers and telepathy powers, but as expected, things aren't always what they seem. Joining us live now is one of the Toronto stars of the show, Fionn Laird. Fionn, welcome to CV24 Breakfast.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So this show is very exciting because Stephen King has given it the green light, and he doesn't usually do that when his books turn into adaptations, and he's got so many of them. But I know you're a fan of Carrie, and you say that this novel, this concept, really falls in line with that type of Stephen King horror.
Yeah, you know, the psychic kid kind of subgenre that he pretty much invented and perfected, in my opinion, especially with Carrie, which was like one of his first books, if not his first book. So it was really cool to read the book and be like, oh, this is like some classic Stephen King, and it was really exciting to get involved with.
And he's also the executive producer, so that's got to be pretty wild as well.
Directly involved. It's awesome.
Okay, so you play one of the, I guess, the head of the pack of the kids at the Institute, a guy named Nick, who you say is very opposite of your real life character.
Yeah.
So what kind of a challenge was that, kind of bridging you and him? I mean, that is acting, but to play a character that's kind of so unlike you, what did you get to explore there?
Well, yeah, you're right. It's part of the job, so I shouldn't complain too much. But he's very anti-authoritative, and I would call myself like a people pleaser. So, you know, I had to sort of learn, especially with some of the meaner adult characters who, kind of oppress us in that environment. I had to be like, no, you're not just going to, lay down and take it. You have to kind of push back on them. And so that was the biggest challenge and the biggest difference for someone like me. You know, I wouldn't say I'm a lapdog, but Nikki is on the full opposite side of the spectrum. So it was kind of exciting to get involved in that.
Yeah, he's a badass with some trauma, right? So
it's still weird to hear.
You really got to lean into that. And we, of course, learn about your backstory and how that kind of harbors within you and, why it comes out through your character. There's a ton of young people in this cast, talented young cast, you being one of them, but also Mary Louise Parker from Weeds and so much more, also Ben Barnes. What was it like working with them and kind of also, sharing your Broadway and stage stories with Mary Louise Parker, because you've got a really impressive theater and stage background.
Thank you very much. Yeah, well, it was specifically with Mary Louise. I remember the day I spoke to her the first time, I was working up the courage. We were on set, behind it, wherever we were being held. And I was like, oh, I'm going to talk to her about it at some point. I have the theater connection. And then once we did, it was just kind of the floodgates were open.
Right.
We were just talking about our favorite plays and stuff. And she gave me all these recommendations, even for movies. So I did a lot of watching while I was in Halifax. And then with Ben Barnes, he's been doing this for so long, and he kind of started out very, very young as well. So he had a kind of a personal connection to all of us younger cast members, and really was a great kind of a leader and a mentor to a lot of us, and very kind, and just made us feel very safe and free to explore as actors.
Yeah, you talk about that kind of safety net given to a lot of the young actors to get into that emotional depth.
Yeah.
And what was it like? I know it was shot in Halifax, but when you're in that setting with the lights and you're in the Institute and it's kind of this lockdown. You talk about coming out of shooting and you're like, oh my gosh, the real world. You're finally kind of out of it. So is it really intense filming this series?
Yeah, I mean, they really did a good job environment-wise. I remember seeing in the video village, the shots they would take, and it was like, wow, this hasn't been color graded or corrected or anything. This is just what we're acting in. And it was this super oppressive lighting, dark, dismal, concrete walls.
Cool.
And it really kind of, it was just easy to get into it as an actor, but then, getting out of it, thankfully Halifax is a beautiful and lush place, so it was easy to this is the real world.
Yeah, it kind of feels because the kids' memories are kind of wiped when they do go back home, so it reminds me of Severance meets X-Men meets Stranger Things. It's got all of these cool elements in it. I really hope people get a chance to watch it. Right now, it's only streaming in the U.S., but hey, we're going to change that, right?
Please.
MGM Plus, everyone in charge of the Institute.
Please
let us watch this in Canada right now, because we've got so much Canadian talent. Fionn Laird, what a pleasure speaking with you. Congrats on this role.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.